Welcome to Los Angeles Memorial Stadium. It's the Illinois Fighting Illini and the USC Trojans. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
When you step onto the field for a USC football game, you know you are in the heart of history. Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum in Los Angeles has seen more sports than you can imagine. Hosting 2 Summer Olympics in 1932 and 84, it is also set to return for a 3rd Olympic trial in 2028. It was opened in 1923, and more history has happened in the Coliseum than anywhere else in college sports. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. So the Illinois Fighting Illini offense will have the ball first. And this guy will be a target all game long. A 4-star freshman. Had more than 100 yards receiving, 3 scores in their victory last time out.
And then when you think about a freshman coming in and making plays and being a focal point of an offense, it's really, really hard to do. Jesse, it's hard to learn your playbook, let alone now be able to diagnose coverages. This dude has come in and immediately taken over college football and been an absolute stud.
Yeah, we saw it a couple of years ago with Jeremiah Smith at Ohio State, but it's so rare to see when a guy is just physically ready, mentally mature, has a competitive edge. This guy is the total package, and he's...
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Boy, you talk about playing with fire, man. That was really, really close to being a safety, and that is exactly what you want to do. When they're backed up in this black zone, man, you want to be aggressive. You want to try to go get some points. They were aggressive. They got to him, got him on the ground, and Palmer, that could have...
Nowhere to go, and now the ball's out. Good job corralling that football, but he couldn't get it out of the end zone, and it'll be a safety.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario for the offense. The good news is they recovered the fumble. The bad news is it was in their own end for a safety.
The kickoff team lined up. They'll have to give it back after giving up that safety. Trying to get started.
Returner is tackled down at the 26, and your Troy Trojans will take over.
So USC's offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And we get our first look at Colton Joseph. He is a portal addition from Old Dominion. You have to wonder about his confidence after a 5-interception day in that loss. Hits inside, it's Alston. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5. 6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. They'll run him again. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. And the legendary John McKay would be proud of the execution of the running game, picking up the first down.
Basic principles of the run game, right? The easy stuff, the boring stuff, not fancy, not loved. Everybody likes points and all that other, stuff that goes with it, but you got to get the good running game. USC doing a good job early.
From the gun, running back on the move. They've got him corralled.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
And that's just a catch you got to make, right? It's 3rd down. You got an opportunity to make a play in the middle of the field. Butterfingers.
The Trojans decide to punt it away. All the way back to the 15. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Illinois will get things going as the offense comes out onto the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency there.
and try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together, get some good mojo going.
The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast. Win our conference. Well, this is step one. And so I think you're so tired of hitting your own color jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference plays. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten is a fun conference.
Yeah, and you know both of these teams, their players have had this game circled all offseason because this is the first one. This is the first step towards winning a Big Ten championship. Both teams feel like they've got the playmakers to compete in conference this year, but it all starts today. Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game, and so far they've taken him away.
Trying to make one miss. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Turning it on! Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up 2nd and 4.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The give. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
And that is a huge play in terms of field position. Nice job by the punter. And how about the gunners getting downfield to down that ball?
Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Back to pass, it's Clayton. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Slips through the line. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. They've sputtered a bit early, not being able to move the football, having to punt it away each of the first 2 times they had it. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Throwing Joseph. Looking to the big tight end. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Making the adjustment.
Return. Where did he go? Go.
Joseph from the gun on 3rd down. He's got the back in the middle. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. And the Trojans come to the line with a new downs. Quick give. It's Alston. There he goes.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
And again finds nowhere. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. From the gun on 3rd down, Joseph. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
That is going to give that wide receiver nightmares, man. He was wide open. I don't know if there was a...
And they are sending out the field goal unit now. Thought they might spin that wheel of fortune on 4th and short, but they'll line up for the field goal. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by USC. It's their 2nd. They burned a couple early, now down to just 1 timeout to work with. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, offense is penalized. They'll take the penalty and move them back. The Trojans will try to pin them back with the punt. And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. From the gun, it's Turner. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. To throw, it's Clayton. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 25. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught. And he got it so close to that 1st down marker, but they still have a little work to do. It'll be 4th down. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. Fields the punt. Spins away. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Nothing but punts as a result of the first 3 offensive drives, hoping this one gets a little more done. Joseph. Looking for a big play. They went for it all on first down. Didn't connect, but it gave the D something to think about. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. He wants to throw it. Look out! Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Unloads to the wideout. And his first pass is incomplete. It's tough to come in and fire one early. And the Trojans will call on their punt team. They boot it away. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. So the Fighting Illini offense comes out ready to go to work. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. Third and short from the 45. To the air, it's Clayton. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Got an alley. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Illinois could try to take a shot here on 2nd and inches. Keep it on the ground. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive. Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
Long way to go on 2nd down. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and I think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
I like the bounce back for this offense. You go 3 and out, they don't get frustrated. They don't get down. Nice job going back to the drawing board, creating some good plays. Now here in a rhythm, moving the football.
The ride. There's a crease. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football. Look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play. Nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Illini.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the extra point was good to finish things off.
Number 81 set to kick this one away.
Here he comes with the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. The snap wants to throw to start this drive. Makes the grab. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Good job just to get rid of that one.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start on offense.
And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. Still 3rd down, but more ground to cover after the flag. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll get rid of it. Out wide right, it's Thomas. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Well, the quarterback was in a world of trouble there. He was under pressure. He knew he was going to get hit, so he's just trying to get rid of it, but he forced it into double coverage. He's lucky that was only an incompletion.
And he gets it away.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to keep it in the air. And he avoids the sack.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up 4th down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that. But if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
The Illinois offense returns to the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on 1st down. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
2nd and long here. Looking to pass, it's Clayton. Makes the grab. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes a move. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Ready, go! First play of this drive. Bought a little time, lets it go. And he almost had a pick.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Wants to go up top on second down. Throws to the tight end. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Breaks into the open. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Fighting Illini. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And after the extra point, they're on top by 12.
Illinois 14, USC 2.
On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Rush is on, and he gets rid of it.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Now the Illini calling a timeout there first. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. They get to him as he throws.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with this target.
He'll return it from the 50, and the returner will be dragged down. Illinois will get things going as the offense comes out onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll run the counter. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Right down the middle. Got his man downfield. They've got the first down, mark it at the 26 in the waning seconds of the half.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Illinois uses its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Line getting set on second down. Looking downfield, it's Clayton. He's got him in the flat. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. So he'll help the completion percentage, but not the yardage. Stop for no gain.
And he got it to his running back, obviously making a good decision, but nice tackle on the play. Way to get the running back on the ground and not give any extra yards after the catch.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
It's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. From the gun. Stopped in the backfield as this defense doesn't want to let anything slip through here late in the half. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. One more snap coming before halftime. The give to the back. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Ben, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. We begin with Minnesota taking on the number 10 team, the Kansas State Wildcats. And it's the Gophers with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. And that's now victory number 1 on the season. Hey, every journey begins with a first step, and this team will bask in the glory of this one for at least 24 hours. Let's now take a look at some top 25 games around the nation on another wild day of college football. Now back over to your game inside the Coliseum. They've opened up this halftime advantage behind a banner day so far from their offense. Zigging when the defense is zagging. Dialing up just the right plays at just the right times. It's been a clinic so far. And with that, let's send it back to our men inside the world-famous LA Coliseum.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half. Quarter will get underway as soon as Illinois kicks it off. And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. Another incompletion on third down.
That's a frustrating start for this offense. At halftime, you know you're down. You got to come out. You got to create some energy, some momentum, get this side of the ball cooking, and you go 3 and out, and you punt the football. But now you're going to rely on your defense. You got to get the ball back, string some stops together while we're trying to figure out the offensive side of the football.
Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Illinois can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. Looking for space, it's Turner. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Got a little space.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Keeps it on the option. And he'll be hit immediately. No gain on the play.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that second and goal.
Looking to throw, it's Clayton. Oh, pressure's coming. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Illinois lining up to punt this one away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Wide receiver comes in motion. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's knocked down, short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
On play action. Throws to the wideout. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
And the Trojans with the 1st and 10. Motion from the back. Fresh center downs going to the air. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Here comes the heat. Gets rid of it.
And man, this home crowd has grown frustrated with what they've seen from this offense. I mean, they just haven't put drives together. They haven't been explosive. And another incompletion, and the clock is ticking. It's running down. They've got to find a way to create some big plays, to create some momentum, and get these guys on their feet yelling.
Tight end now in motion. Wants to throw again. He rifles one deep to the left. And the pass is incomplete, and there's a penalty flag down, and no big secret why. That receiver was being mauled by the defender.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Changing the routes with his receivers. Fresh set of downs going up top. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're late in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive. They've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
He lets one fly deep. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there. That penalty is going to be a coaching point in position meetings this week. I mean, he is going to get an earful from the coaches on the sidelines. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Rush right in his face. Unloads in the nick of time. After that last play, there is a Trojan who is shaken up on the field. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. They'll need a bunch on second down. They'll send the back in motion. Williams to the air again. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. Middle of the end zone. He's got it.
Really nice timing on that throw by the quarterback. Took his steps, he hitched, he got rid of it quickly on a line, put it on his guy running straight down the field, and he's able to catch it in the end zone.
He'll try to tack on one more. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So a drive there of 84 yards, and the final 41 yards covered by that touchdown strike. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Guys, here on the Fighting Illini sideline, something I've got my eyes on is how the running back is moving and cutting. As you know, he did get really banged up in that game last week despite the win, and he's going to have to fight through some bumps and bruises here today. I've got my eyes on him, and I will keep you posted down here from the field. Back to you.
Howie, we'll see how they adjust. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Moving the pocket, it's Clayton. Fires to the big fella. Runs through the tackle. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Defense showing blitz here. Sells the run, looking to pass. Turns up, it's Huff. They'll give him 4 on the pickup. It's 2nd and 6. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now on the second level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle or make a play on the ball.
The fake wants to throw. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Send the tight end in motion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Huff. He's past the sticks. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender. Illinois coming back to the line with a 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. The give on the counter. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense.
He's going to take a shot. He's got it down the field. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
And they're attacking the middle of the field. That's a big gain by the offense. And I know the big fella, I know it takes him a second to get going, but once he gets 8, 10, 12 yards downfield, those are big strides, and it's hard for people to keep up with him. Really nice job getting vertical. Nice play by the offense.
That's the end of the period. It's Illinois with the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. One final period to play, and we'll see who can grab that W as we start the fourth. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Williams. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. The Trojans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Williams looking for a man. Throws it deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Motion from the wideout. Third down from the gun, Williams. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Williams to throw for it on fourth. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Trying to take it back. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Illinois! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here. Late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job. Not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. Giving up that last field goal really hurt. It's a 3-possession game, and things look dire, to be candid. It's dropped after taking the hit.
You see an incompletion there. I think a big reason why this team is in such a hole right now in the fourth quarter is they have just not been able to find the explosive plays throwing the ball. And you got to wonder at this point, is it too little too late?
And the throw to the sideline is complete, but won't be enough for the first down.
Great timing there on that throw by the QB on the out route. Gets it to his guy just in time. He makes the catch, and his momentum takes him out of bounds.
Lined up in the gun, Williams on third down. Got it in the middle, it's Jefferson. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Fires to the wideout. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
Wide receiver going in motion. It's Williams again. Under pressure. Goes high to pull it in. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. The Trojans are moving quickly down the field. Williams on the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the fourth quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Sells the fake. Fires to the right. It's complete. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown Illini. And the route is on. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Long way to go on second down. Here's Williams to throw. Going for the big play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. Williams will pass. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it's picked off for the third time today.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
So the Fighting Illini offense comes out ready to go to work. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Got his man. He is delivering the blow while running the ball, and he gets it to the 39.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game, divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's third and short. The run inside. It's Wheeler. Stopped cold by this defense. They tried to fool him with the run, and nobody was buying it. A mere 4 seconds after the clock stopped for the 2-minute timeout, the defense gets it stopped again, trying to get the ball back. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. This would be a prodigious kick from 56 yards out and from the left side. No good. Because no game is perfect, something has to go wrong, so the coach will have something to gripe about in film. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Williams. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up one on the play. Here they come, facing third and long from the 40. Williams looking for a man. Reels it in. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on fourth down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Fourth down, Williams. They're all over him. Got out of trouble and throws. And they can't make the connection on fourth down, and they'll turn it over.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
Makes a man miss. Able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by USC. It's their second. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Rides to the back. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Throws to the wideout. He's got it, 1st down and more. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. Illinois coming out with a 1st and 10. With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee.